Okay, guys, are you thinking on getting a Portapack, specifically the H4m Portapack, because it is the best? Here's a small guide on what it can do, how to use it, and hopefully convince you to get one, because I cannot stress enough how essential this is. There's basically 3 devices, the Flipper Zero, the Marauder, and the Portapack, and soon I will have all 3. I got a really awesome custom Marauder from this guy on Etsy. He makes like a bunch of crazy stuff, so we made a deal. We'll see when that gets here. Now I had some people in my last video saying, oh, I wish I could afford a Flipper Zero, but don't worry, I'll have a video soon on some cheaper alternatives to Flipper Zero, and they're all under 50 bucks. Okay, guys, so let's get into that video. I found is on my Rabbit R1. I don't need this thing anymore because this is perfect on here. It's like a stand. Well, it is a stand, and now it's my Hack RF stand. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff on here. Okay, guys, we're finally in this Mayhem hub. Now, what little something, it says live screen, but it's not a live screen. It might look good for like a minute, but after a few seconds, see, it'll like do weird stuff, and it won't be really accurate. So not the best. But down here we have all the different stuff, like who made it, all the files, if we want to edit it, and we're going to hit manage firmware. I just did this, but then you're just going to hit update to nightly release. And the rest of that is easy peasy. It takes 8 seconds. And now that we're here, let's do some more in-depth on the actual device itself. So what we're going to be looking at now is the receive. So obviously everything in here, you're going to receive. So if we go right here, now just going through the basic stuff, this is ADS-B. So on here, you are able to track planes in the air. So what I'm going to do is put my antenna up because I'm in my basement. And I actually had to come outside because I can't capture planes from my basement. So I don't have this all the way open, but let's see. This is a custom splash screen. And what we're going to be doing is going to receive ADS-B. And as you can see, we're already picking some up. So you want to scroll through the different VGAs. But what you're going to do is tap it, and you could actually see details about the plane. Here's the manufacturer, the engine type, and on map, we can actually see the plane on a map, which is pretty awesome. Okay, guys, so now some of this other stuff is going to be audio. So here we could scan the different signals for different audio, so you could actually listen to cops in your neighborhood and just people on walkie-talkies, stuff like that. POSCAG, we talked about this on the Flipper, how you're able to send POSCAG messages through different devices, so you're able to intercept these. And let's turn that volume down, as that just broke my ears. And we are going to be going more in depth into these in future videos, but analog TV, you're able to actually hack into drones with this. I've not been able to get it to work, but you're able to receive the images coming from the drones. Now, transmit is everything you're going to be sending. Now, these are all pretty crazy stuff. So here you could see a little street light, and you're actually able to turn off and on street lights and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. POSCAG TX again. Now, jammer, this is how I jammed the car keys. BLE spam, you could spam the phone, and this is actually touchscreen. But what we're going to be doing here is looking more at this key fob. Subarus are actually insanely easy to hack. So you could just do unlock and hack into a Subaru. I would not test this on your own car because it will mess with the rolling code. It's kind of expensive to get that fixed. Now, CVS spam, if you go to CVS, you can make it say like, first aid department, we need security. So just by hitting the button, I've not tried that yet, but I'm pretty excited. Now, this is probably the most illegal one on here. There's some crazy stuff, but ADS-B TX, you're able to pretend to be a plane in the air, which is crazy. So if you hit transmit position, I'm not going to do that. You could pick your longitude and latitude. So you could make the speed of it, which direction it's going, all that stuff. I'm obviously not going to transmit that. And here, looking at some of this other stuff. Hopper. Ooh, that's actually new. I don't know if that is yet. Must be with the new nightly update. But let's take a look at some of this other stuff. Capture. This is how you capture car keys, signals. I'm going to be showing some of this. So here on capture, you just hit record, And like I said, we're going to be doing more in depth. This is just if you're thinking, should I buy H4m Portapack? This is what you're going to be getting with this. So you could capture sub-gigahertz signals and then replay. You can take your signals, these are all my signals so far, and send them back to repeat the signals, like opening cars and stuff. A lot of cars do have rolling code though, so it will not work. Remote, you could create your own remotes, like for a fan that uses sub-gigahertz. Recon. Now in Looking Glass, you're able to actually do a lot of different stuff. So if you're trying to figure out the frequency of a car fob, you could just go down here and actually move around this little red slider to find what frequency you're on by going through the different things, key fobs. There's a bunch. Some more things, utilities. You're not really going to use this, but they do have so cool stuff like Tetris. Not sure if you're really going to be using that. We have a metronome, which is actually really relaxing. I have a Portapack. It's so good. How can I hack them back? Okay. Calculator, random passwords. It can generate passwords for you. But really just a lot of the stuff. Pac-Man, which is really fun. A lot of the stuff is really fun just to mess around with. Okay, guys, so if you are still thinking on if you want a Portapack or not, what you would use it for, hang tight because we're going to be doing an in-depth series on how to use it, all the stuff it does. So I hope that helped you. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.